Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am the former classroom teacher turned homeschooling mom and private reading tutor behind Little Otters Learn. And here on my YouTube channel, as well as my blog and Instagram page, I offer different homeschooling tips and topics, as well as curriculum flip-throughs and reviews like this one. This is Evan-Moor's Daily Science for Grade 4. I am someone who thinks a lot about my approach to science, and for the next school year, 2025-2026, I really wanted to focus on something that was more of a unit study approach. In the previous year, my kids and I did like a full biology course over the course of their year. And for the following school year, which I'm preparing for now, I really wanted something that explored different facets within the umbrella of science, including earth science and physical science. And this Evan-Moor Daily Science is really a perfect resource for me to use, along with another resource that they have called Lessons and Investigations. I'm going to be using the grade 4 for that too. I've already posted a video. I'll link that below so you can see that review as well. So the Daily Science is offered from grades 1 through 6. You can get it on Rainbow Resource, on Evan-Moor's website, and Amazon. On Amazon, the teacher edition that you're seeing here is going to be, I think, around $15, and the student workbook is around $6. The student pages are contained in this teacher's edition, but for being so affordable, it might be worth it to just get the student copy. It's a separate workbook, high quality pages that the students can write on, and it saves you from photocopying or extracting the pages from here that you're going to need. So this is a Monday through Friday resource. You can see in the table of contents that the book is organized, the resource is organized with 6 big ideas. And again, the 6 big ideas are going to fall under the category of either life science, which is biology, earth science, or physical science. There's 2 big ideas for each of those areas. Each big idea has 5 weeks associated with it. And the first 4 weeks are each going to explore a separate guiding question. The 5th week is going to serve as a unit review. I love how the Evan-Moor teacher editions have this what's in this book or program overview page. As someone who just really likes curriculum and appreciates a well-written curriculum, this is such a great resource because the pages can be kind of busy if you just jump into them. So having this layout with the mini views of each page along with a caption and a description is very useful. So this is the beginning page for Big Idea 1. Big Idea 1 is plants and animals depend on each other and on their environment for survival. You have the key concept, the standard that is being met. You have some important background information that's going to help you kind of frame your thinking for the unit. You have this unit overview. These are some of the student pages. And the unit overview is going to give you a short description of each week along with the guiding question for that week. And then for Unit 5, which again is that unit review, it's going to tell you exactly which pages the student is going to be completing for that unit review. You can see the unit review has 4 pages, but all of the other weeks do have 5 pages. So here is the overview for that particular big idea. So the previous pages I showed you were the overview of the unit. This is for week 1 in that unit. You have additional background information for each of the days. The materials here, this is the student page. Any vocabulary that you want to highlight. You could, read this little blurb at the start of each day. And then we get into the student pages. So each student page has an illustration. I think I saw maybe 2 pages that didn't, but each one, for the most part, has an illustration. These are black and white. They have, each page has a short text and then some sort of exercise. So true, false, multiple choice, fill in the blank, a matching activity, a sequencing activity, open-ended questions. There's a really nice variety of activities on each page. Some of them have these talk boxes. So this is like a guiding question for an extended conversation or discussion. Each page has the vocabulary that's important for that particular topic for that day. So there's day 3, day 4, you're seeing the variety in activities. And then here's an example of the review page, day 5. You could do this on a Friday. This is pulling concepts from the previous 4 days. And now we're on to week 2. We're still in that first unit, but big idea of big idea 1, but week 2's question is, why do some plants have fruit? Again, you can see the overview for each day. The student page is listed here along with vocabulary. If you are someone who likes for kids to be able to tackle this sort of thing on their own, I think the reading level, the content here is very appropriate for the 4th grade reading level. Most 4th graders would be able to read that just fine. You can see the illustrations. I'm going to flip ahead so you can see another review. I like that the guiding question for each week is always listed at the top. Do all bees make honey? This is the one for week 3. Here's another talk. Option, teacher page for week 4. If you're doing this as a co-op class or doing it for multiple students within your homeschool, you can feel free to make copies as you need. That's the copyright information in the beginning. I always like to check that. It says, you're granted a single user license, which entitles you to use or duplicate the content of this electronic book for use within your classroom or home only. Okay, there's also, bring you to the unit reviews. So this is going to be at the end of that big idea. And then I'll flip through again too so you can see some of the other units. So at the end of each big idea, and again, a big idea that's the unit. So at the end of each big idea, you're going to have a unit review. You could easily use this for a test if your homeschool requires tests or assessments. It's a couple pages long. Here's the unit review. So they're focused on the vocabulary, the key ideas. There's this visual literacy page in each of the unit reviews. So the child is going to be, reading a chart, reading a table, answering some questions. And then each unit review also ends in this hands-on activity. And then you get into big idea 2. Again, you see the teacher resource page. That's giving you the unit overview, and then you get right into the weekly overview. So this is big idea number 2. And the question is, why does garbage smell? There is a full key in the back. It's very compressed because obviously they're not going to replicate every single page, but they do have all of the answers. And then I wanted to flip here to the table of contents too, just to let you take a look at the layout now that I've gone over everything. So you see the big idea, and then you can see each week along with the question that's related to that big idea, the unit review, the hands-on activity. Within each of these weeks, remember there's 5 different pages. So there's 4 pages that introduce this, the concept here, and then 1 review page that you can cover on Friday. Same each week. There's 5 pages total, 4 that are more content-based, and 1 that is a review. So if you need like an open and go science program, you could absolutely use this as your full science curriculum. I might round it out a little bit with some additional experiments, maybe a trip to a local site that has to do with these topics. You could certainly read some additional books. You could watch some YouTube videos on the topic. But I think this is ample. I think, you know, sometimes we overthink science a little bit. We really want kids to have the content in science, but we want them to be able to do science as well. And this has a really nice kind of merging of those 2 areas. You have the content, and then you have these hands-on activities, which are really more of an experiment. You have some great practice in reading tables and graphs and some of those key concepts and vocabulary around these science topics. So if you're interested in this Evan-Moor Daily Science, again, you can get it for grades 1 through grade 6. You can get the teacher edition, and in addition to that, you can get a pretty affordable, I know the term affordable is relative, but you can get a pretty affordable student workbook that has all the pages already, obviously without the teacher pages and without the answer key. And it's, you know, for less than $6, it might be worth it to obtain a copy for your kids. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know how you cover science instruction in your homeschool. If you have any other science curricula that you'd like for me to review, comment below. As always, thank you for being here. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And feel free to comment on any of my videos with suggestions for future reviews. Thanks, everyone.